it's funny, like the thing that kind of informs Soon Come, you know, more than anything else is like version B-sides. Like just, you know, the version side of old 45s, you know, a lot of which are just like overlooked, or like you don't even really think about it. Like you buy it for the tune with the artist, and then you get this version, and like maybe you don't even think much of it. Maybe it's not even like a heavy dub, but there's something about the sparse minimalism and the intention behind like a really good, clean, minimal version that I feel like informs my style a lot. A lot of times, I just start with a bass line. A lot of times I just start with a bass line, bass and drums, and I go from there. The other thing that I really like to do is looking at it from the opposite side, and this is more like the analytical left brain portion of it, music theory portion of it, sometimes chord progressions. And just starting with a chord progression and then finding the bass line and the rhythm and the tempo later really works for me as well. I use all kinds of different tools. I use modular synthesizers. I use digital synthesizers, analog synths. I use the computer, but less and less these days. I'm trying to get like more and more away from it. I like using things that I can actually put my hands on. I've been building a bunch of spring reverb tanks and using stuff like that. Got this Rhodes piano from some guy upstate recently and restored that, and I'm not a piano player by any means, but it's nice to just be able to play some simple progressions and use a real piano, because at the end of the day we have access to like anything we want, especially with software, right? It's like you can go get Rhodes samples or a plugin or whatever it is, but it's not even the sound that's lacking. I think a lot of the stuff in terms of modern sample packs and modern production is like the sound quality is great. Nothing to complain about there. It's perfectly fine. But I think the aspect that we're missing sometimes is the performance and the mistakes and the noise and the whatever and all this kind of stuff. And I think I'm trying to get back into that and giving that a chance to happen. There's a heap of people here who, you know, I've collaborated with here in New York. Me and Agent J from the Slackers. The first piece of Soon Come production on Wax, Johnny Go Figure. I did something with Screechy Dan, Willow Wilson, and Peter Ranks. 3 local legends that, to me, I put them up against singers all over the world in terms of reggae. We did something at this record store called Record City here in Brooklyn, down in Flatbush, where we just did live rhythms. Big up Gav, Gazborg, Shanique, all them. Gav asked me to do a mix for Equinox for their radio show last year, and I did that and debuted a bunch of productions that you can't hear anywhere else. So yeah, it's just a beautiful thing. I mean, some people you just vibe with from the moment you meet them, and those are the people that I prefer to work with rather than, you know, doing like contract work. Like, hey, will you do this remix for me? Here's some cash. That's cool too. But it's really nice when you just meet with somebody you vibe right away. This is Soon Come, and I just want to big up Loyal to Music. Check out this fresh shirt. I'm biased. This one's particularly nice.
Soon come.